5 years back, energy efficiency was a fancy phrase in India. And today, it's more of a reality. Its impact can be felt in almost every sector, whether it's the transportation sector, building efficiency, or home lighting. So what has changed in the last 5 years? Friends, in next 20 minutes, I will be speaking about energy efficiency services limited experience, how we have scaled up the energy efficiency program in India. And I believe that this experience will be very useful for the ESCO market development in South Africa. Energy efficiency management or demand side management is something which has to pay for itself. If you have to roll out any energy efficiency program, you don't need to have the funds from the government. And therefore, Government of India has established and formulated Energy Conservation Act in 2001 with an idea to create and sustain energy efficiency market in India. It has created a regulatory mechanism with the hope that the private sector is going to participate in the energy efficiency market as ESCOs. However, in 2009, it was felt that something more has to be done. And therefore, EESL was established in 2009. EESL, that is Energy Efficiency Services Limited, is a joint venture of 4 public sector enterprises under Ministry of Power, Government of India. And these 4 public enterprises are NTPC, which is the biggest and largest power generating company in India. Rural Electrification Corporation Limited, this is a leading infrastructure finance corporation. PFC, Power Finance Corporation, it's a leading non-banking finance corporation. And PGCI, Power Grid Corporation of India Limited, India's largest power transmission company. The mandate that was given to EESL is to scale up energy efficiency program and to unlock energy efficiency market, which has been estimated to be $12 billion US. The mandate is to scale up, and yes, we have been very, very successful in scaling up the energy efficiency program in India. We are the fastest growing ESCO in India. We have achieved 10x growth in just a period of 1 year. But this growth hasn't come like that. We have to overcome 2 barriers, 2 challenges which are very common. And these 2 barriers are, number 1, as we all are aware, energy efficiency is elusive in nature. When I say elusive in nature, that means it cannot be measured using a meter. It has to be agreed between an ESCO and a facility owner. And here is a challenge. I will just give you one very simple example. If you have got an 18-watt CFL bulb and you are using it just for 2 hours, and I, an ESCO, EESL, replace this 18-watt CFL bulb with 9-watt LED bulb. But if you start using it for 4 hours a day, there is no saving which can be recorded. Here is the challenge. In developed market, such issues have been overcome by detailed legal contract. But in India, we have not been able to do so. The second issue, to measure energy efficiency, you need to have a baseline data. And a detailed monitoring and verification exercise has to be done for calculating the performance of energy efficient equipment. But the challenge is that we don't have the baseline data. So friend, these are the 2 basic challenges, and to overcome these challenges, ESL thought that it has to develop new ways of doing business in the emerging world. And the business model which we wanted to develop has to be innovative. It should be scalable. It should embrace technology. It should not depend on the government subsidies or the funds. And most importantly, it should incentivize all the stakeholders. And once you have got all your stakeholders on board, it's a responsibility of the ESCO to deliver the outcomes in time-bound manner. We believe that the business case has to be simple, easy to comprehend. Why? Because then only your stakeholders will adopt it. We believe that the transaction cost has to be low while addressing the issues, as I've told you. Monitoring and verification exercise. Friends, for a simple building project, if a $500,000 building project is there, the monitoring and verification exercise will cost 10 to 15%. And this particular cost will make the whole investment unviable. And to incentivize your stakeholders, you should deliver value for the money. And to scale up the energy efficiency program, you have to actually standardize the technology and the services in your business cases. And the most important thing, to create and develop new markets, you need to have a service provider which can deliver end-to-end solution. Why it is important? Because your stakeholder, whether it is public or private, they do not know how the energy efficiency programs are being designed, delivered, and implemented. So you have to give them the confidence. They shouldn't look outside else to implement something. So the implementation partner should give the complete turnkey process. And therefore, keeping all these things in mind, we have developed a unique business model that is pay as you save. It's very simple model, very transparent model, easy to understand. Friends, in a developed country, we don't need such a model. But in a developing country like India, why a consumer doesn't purchase an energy efficient equipment? There are two reasons. The initial investment cost is very high if a common man like you and me go and purchase an energy efficient equipment. And the second thing is that he is not aware what kind of performance this equipment is going to deliver once he has implemented in his home. So these are the two basic challenges why ESCO market is not able to develop in developing countries like India and South Africa. And therefore, the business model has to be very simple. What we are saying in this business model is that a consumer doesn't have to make any initial investment. He will only pay through his savings of the energy. And the second important thing what we are guaranteeing is the performance. If anything happens to this particular equipment, we are going to replace it. We are going to service it as long as the customer or consumer is logged with us for that particular payment term. So we have overcome the barriers of high cost and comparative end use. The power of this business model is that it is very, very flexible. You don't have to limit it to just to LED bulb. This business model can be adopted to any other appliances, whether it is energy efficient fans, agriculture pumps. The only thing which change in this business model is the time frame. The time frame which is being decided by the customer. This business model helps the utilities, which is an important stakeholder. They don't need to fund because we should fund it. Government is also very happy because their investment cost in energy infrastructure goes down. Because of energy efficiency program, the greenhouse gases comes down and you are actually meeting your Paris Agreement. Industries are happy because they get an aggregator in the form of a EESL or an ESCO company. And because of the scale, more and more people start manufacturing. And once more and more people start manufacturing, there is a creation of job. So you see, it encourages the entire value chain, including social, economic, and environment. This business model is so powerful that more and more stakeholders start coming and joining us. And once the stakeholders are on board, we get a large procurement. And then we leverage the economies of the scale. I will give you an example. 3.5 years back when we started our journey, the cost of one LED bulb was $5. When we started our journey, we procured 6,000 bulbs and we distributed it to various households. What we said to those households is that you don't have to pay us anything. You only pay us from your savings. And for next 10 years, if anything happens to this bulb, we will replace it at our own cost. So consumer doesn't have to make any initial investment. They will pay it from their savings. And seeing this business model, more and more stakeholders joined us. And the next lot that we procured is 6 million. The prices crashed down from $5 to $3. And the next lot we procured is a 16 million. The prices crashed down from $3 to $1.5 approximately. And today we are procuring in the lots of 50 million. And the cost of one single bulb is just 60 cents with a 3-year warranty. And friends, the manufacturers are best in world: Philips, Crompton Greaves, Osram. So today we have got a bulb which is delivering in the performance, which is affordable. And the program which I am talking about is Ujala. Ujala is a Hindi word, it means light. And the program was launched none other by Prime Minister of India in January 2015. And in just 28 months, we were able to sold around 250 million LED bulbs. And you can see the effects, the impact are humongous. 250 million LED bulbs contributed towards the annual energy saving of 32 billion units. It saved annually cost saving of $2 billion. It avoided the peak demand of 6,500 megawatt. And it avoided carbon emission of 26 million ton CO2. Just see the impact. And the other benefits are, because of Ujala program, we are able to provide employment directly and indirectly to over 35,000 people. It has actually boosted our domestic production, Make in India process. As on date, we have sold over 277 million bulbs, and we have actually transformed the industry. Private LED industry has sold more than what we have sold. So it's not that we are eating private industry's share. They have sold over 450 million LED bulbs in the same period of time. And today LED bulb is the most preferred lighting in India. We adopted the same model to other appliances. India being a tropical country, most of the households are having ceiling fans. The air conditioning penetration is just 8 to 9%. So there is a huge market of energy efficient fans. We started this program last year, and as on date we have sold 1.4 million energy efficient fans and 3.2 million LED tube lights. We adopted the same model in our street light national program. In India, public lighting is mainly the sodium halogen lamp. And we are signing agreement with urban local bodies, that is the ULBs. What we are saying in our agreement is that if you replace the conventional light with LED street light, you are going to save 50% of energy. And we are signing agreement for 7 years. What we are saying, you don't have to pay anything initially. You only have to pay from your part of saving. And we will do the maintenance and service for next 7 years. So they don't have to bother anything. And these street lights are not normal street lights. These are smart street lights. There is a centralized control monitoring system. We can know where the fault is taking place online. We can switch it on and off using online. We can measure the energy saving through our online services. The same business model we have adopted in our agriculture demand side management. In India, 20% of energy is being consumed in agriculture doing the irrigation of farms. And what we are doing is that we are going to replace all the inefficient pumps with highly energy efficient pumps. Around 1.1 million pumps we are going to replace. We have also taken step as a pilot project. We are going to implement solar agriculture based pump. Our pumps will be 30% more efficient than the normal conventional pumps. So we have taken step as a pilot project for 20,000 solar based pumps. Herein a farmer becomes a prosumer. That is, we are going to form a microgrid with these solar based pumps. And the energy which is being consumed for the pump, the other energy through the microgrid is going to pump it back to the grid. The same business model we have adopted in municipality and the sewage. Most of the municipality uses the pumps for the drinking water, for the sewage water. We are doing energy audit around 150 cities, and we have a target to cover 500 cities in this financial year. We will replace this inefficient pumps with energy efficient pumps, and what we believe is that in next 3 to 4 years we are going to save 3 to 4 billion units of energy per year. The same business model we are applying into our buildings program. In India we have got a building code, but this building code is for the new upcoming buildings. What about the old buildings? So we have aggregated the demand of 6,000 buildings where we are going to retrofit with LED lamps, fans, tube lights, air condition, and we are going to make these building energy efficient buildings. We have also come up with a super efficient AC. Our super efficient AC is 30% more efficient AC than an E5 star rated. And we have aggregated demand for 1 lakh AC, and this 1 lakh AC we are going to consume in our buildings program. In India, government and its agencies are having over 500,000 of cars, and these cars are being leased out by various service provider leasing agencies. What we have said to these agencies is that we will replace your cars with electric vehicle. You only have to pay 90% of what you are paying to your leasing agencies, and we will provide you the same service as you have been provided by the leasing agency service. Friends, with the scale, we are hopeful that we are going to bring down the cost of electric vehicles. We have taken a small step. We have initiated a procurement of 10,000 electric vehicles. Though it's a small step, but it's the largest procurement which has been taken place in the world as of today. We have also initiated the procurement of 5 million smart meters. And these smart meters will help in reducing the aggregate technical and commercial losses of DISCOMs. DISCOMs will become more and more efficient. Through our demand aggregation, we have reduced the price of smart meter by 40%. In the case of electric vehicles, we have reduced the price by 25%. Now, coming to my concluding slide to summarize what EESL has been able to do, not many ESCOs has been able to do. The challenges which are being listed out here and which I have discussed are common for both India and South Africa. We have devised strategy for each and every challenge, whether it is lack of capacity and understanding of energy efficiency. Our business model is very simple and easy to comprehend, and we have proven through our program Ujala. IEA has actually given a case study on Ujala, our program. It's freely available on the internet. I would encourage everyone to download this case study and go through it. You will know the benefits, how our journey has taken place in the Ujala. We have overcome our monitoring a complicated monitoring and verification protocol by using dean saving energy. Dean saving energy is being largely adopted in China and India now. And it's very simple and it's very easy to adopt. You actually avoid your transaction cost. We have overcome lack of awareness through various mobile apps, through websites, and our project financing is very, very unique. We have actually developed an annuity-based model where we are getting the payments on an annual basis. It's very important that once you actually implement energy efficient equipment on ground, who is going to service it? There has to be manpower. So we have actually collaborated with the Skill Development Ministry, and we have given training to various people that how you are going to service the street lights or the various energy efficient equipments. So we have actually engaged with the manufacturers and service provider with advanced information about the project requirements. And finally, all our programs are getting launched by leaders, political leaders. So we have overcome the lack of political capital. Once political leaders come and inaugurate the program, automatically the awareness of the program gets spread. More and more people come, and we are able to deliver the outcomes to the people and the stakeholders. Thank you very much. This is in a nutshell which I wanted to speak about. Thank you.